You're watching VinylicPumaGaming. So since you guys liked the list on the best guns for Fallout 4 survival mode, I figured I'd make a list on some of the worst guns that you should really avoid for Fallout 4 survival mode. Now, I'm going to have to issue a trigger warning for this video. You may be wondering why some of the guns on here are bad. What I will say is that it usually depends on the gun. Some of the heavy weapons that you'll see on this list are bad because the ammo that they use is just ridiculously heavy. At the same time, some of the other weapons that I'll be going over are just awful in general, or they're just glitchy to use. Now, like last time, this video will be spoiler free, and without further ado, these are what I think are the top 9 worst guns and weapons for Fallout 4 survival mode. Number 9, shotguns in general. Shotguns can actually be quite good, especially if you can get a shotgun with the explosive effect, or if you can get them with other good legendary weapon effects like a 2-shot, or maybe even the staggering or kneecapper effects. However, like many other weapons on this list, the ammo for the shotgun is simply too heavy. You can only carry 10 shotgun shells per pound, which is way below average when compared to most other ammo types. You will also find that you need to be fairly close to an enemy in order to get the maximum amount of damage. In order to deal the amount of damage that is listed on the item card, all of the projectiles need to hit on target. Not only will you have to be point blank to guarantee the most damage, but you will also need to get each projectile to hit the same body part as well. On the flip side, if you have a shotgun with the explosive effect, you'll find that you'll actually deal more damage than listed on the item card, since the explosive effect adds additional damage to each projectile. What I will say is that if you want to use the shotgun, get the explosive shotgun, otherwise I just recommend you use something else. Number 8, the railway rifle. So what I will say about the railway rifle is that it does have some good things going for it. It deals a lot of damage per shot for a rifle type weapon. Rail spike ammo has armor penetration, which makes it good up against like Mirelurks, and you can occasionally retrieve rail spikes off the corpses of the enemies that you kill. After that, at least as far as survival mode is concerned, I would say it's all downhill. The first problem that you'll notice is that you can only carry 5 rail spikes per pound, which makes rail spikes extremely ammo inefficient. Assuming you fired a pound of ammo, you would only deal 500 damage before perks or any other bobbleheads or anything like that. Another issue that you'll notice is that the damage can't be improved as you upgrade the receiver. While you can make the railway rifle into an automatic weapon, and it might be a really good weapon for commando builds, the lack of damage improvement is sort of a letdown for me personally, especially when you consider that you can only carry 5 spikes per pound. I think you'll find that the railway rifle is a little bit better than its heavy gun's counterpart, which I will be discussing now. Number 7, the Harpoon Gun. While this is a worst guns list, I'd still say that like the railway rifle and shotguns in Fallout 4, the Harpoon Gun isn't 100% awful. I think the best way to describe the Harpoon Gun is that it is a mix between a railway rifle and a sniper rifle for heavy gunner perk users. Not to compliment Bethesda or anything, but I actually think this is a pretty great idea in some respects. Most heavy weapons have ridiculously heavy ammo, and you don't really get very many hyper long-range weapons as a heavy guns user. It's also nice that you can upgrade the harpoons to deal bleed damage, and that you can retrieve harpoons from the corpses of enemies. At the same time, consider this for a moment. The Gauss rifle is one of, if not the best sniper weapons in the game because it deals an additional 42 damage per shot after being upgraded, it has a magazine size of 20 after upgrades, and it can be suppressed. The Harpoon Gun has inferior damage, a magazine size of 1, and can't be suppressed at all. Honestly, I think if this thing dealt a little bit more damage and had a suppressor, it would be totally worth it. Number 6. The Fatman, Merv, and Nuke launchers. So I apologize if I just triggered someone with this entry, but the Fatman is on here because of its abysmal ammo weight. The standard Fatman, Merv launcher, and even the Nuke launcher all have nukes that weigh 12 pounds each. The only real saving grace is that nukes weigh the same as mini nukes and deal about 50% more damage per shot, so I guess that is something. Now, like I said with some of the earlier entries, the Fatman isn't necessarily a bad gun for normal mode, and I've also generally found that a shot from the Fatman is usually an instant kill in survival mode. Especially once you've invested in the heavy guns and the demolition expert perks, and you've got the corresponding bobbleheads. The Fatman is capable of insane damage. I just wish that the ammo was a lot lighter. Number 5, the Broadside Er. While the ammo weight for the Broadside Er is much better than some of the other vanilla game heavy weapons, 1 pound per cannonball is pretty ridiculous in my opinion, especially considering that each cannonball deals only 108 damage. So you're dealing only 108 damage per pound of ammo fired. The Broadside Er is a shame, honestly, because it can have a magazine capacity of 3, and there are customizations that make the gun lighter. Plus, as far as purchasing cannonballs goes, they are much cheaper than either missiles or mini nukes, and function in a similar way. As an aside, the Broadside Er seems like it was a gun that got kinda nerfed before Fallout 4 released. For those of you that don't know, at one time there were going to be a couple different versions of the Broadside Er. 2 of which had superior damage and bigger blast radius than the current Broadside Er, and the third one was going to be a nuclear version of the Broadside Er. And really the best way to describe the nuclear Broadside Er is that it's a poor man's Fatman launcher that deals about 50% less damage. But with the right upgrades, you could upgrade the magazine size from 1 to 3, so you could get 3 shots, and you wouldn't have to reload, and that's pretty nice. Ultimately, I wish that the Broadside Er was better because I do like the gun. Number 4, the lever action rifle. So damage-wise, the lever action rifle is actually really good. I would say that if you're playing in normal mode and you don't have to worry about ammo weight at all, you may actually want to consider the lever action rifle. At the same time, the lever action rifle has some problems. As of September 28th, 2016, the lever action rifle's reload animation is still glitched. Whether you fire all 5 shots, 4 shots, 3 shots, 2 shots, or even just 1 shot, you will have to reload 5 bullets into the gun every single time. So if you're a compulsive reloader like I am, this will start to really irritate you after a while. And another problem with the lever action rifle is ammo weight and ammo efficiency. While 45x70 ammo is more ammo efficient than 50 caliber rounds and they weigh less, only 14 bullets per pound is still pretty bad and is well below average. And that average is going to be about 25 bullets to 35 bullets per pound. For the sake of comparison, the handmade rifle from the Nuka World DLC at its maximum deals 68 damage per shot, and you can carry 28 to 29 bullets per pound. The lever action rifle deals more damage at 78 damage per shot, but you can only carry 14 to 15 bullets per pound. Not to mention that the handmade rifle can also have a magazine size of 75, assuming you can craft all of the upgrades that are available for it. I'd recommend that you skip the lever action rifle and just use something else. Number 3, the 50 caliber hunting and pipe bolt action rifles. So I know a long time ago I said the hunting rifle sucks. Well, it still kind of does. Now, I suppose to be fair, the 308 and 38 caliber versions are decent. However, the 50 caliber versions of both the hunting and pipe bolt action rifles and pistols are an absolute disgrace, both in terms of damage and in terms of ammo weight. To put things in perspective, under ideal circumstances, the 50 caliber hunting rifle deals 64 damage per shot, and you can carry about 13 bullets per pound. Compare this to the 308 Combat Rifle, which deals 57 damage per shot, has a much higher fire rate, and you can carry 24 308 bullets in 1 pound. With 50 caliber weapons, you're only dealing 7 damage more on the high end, and you can carry just above half the ammunition. Avoid 50 caliber like the plague. It's a waste of money to purchase, and it's not particularly great for combat either. Number 2, the missile launcher. So like the Fatman and Broadside Er, the missile launcher has exceptionally bad ammo weight. This isn't even considering that the missile launcher kinda sucks as a weapon too. The first problem that you'll notice is that missiles in general are extremely heavy. At 7 pounds per missile, provided you have the quad rocket barrel, 1 magazine of missiles alone weighs 28 pounds. and unless you're using power armor, you're not going to be able to carry more than 8 missiles at a time. The second problem is that the missile launcher's base damage is pretty low and can't be upgraded by either tweaking the rockets themselves or by modifying a receiver on the weapon. While you can boost the damage via skills and certain bobbleheads, you'll find that the Fatman is more reliable and will deal a lot more damage. The only thing that the missile launcher has going for it is the targeting computer, which I will admit is pretty awesome. Do your carry weight a favor and sell this piece of crap. And finally, number 1, the 45 caliber submachine gun. I hate this gun with a passion. Now, I know some people that are watching this video like the spray and pray, but the submachine gun itself is awful. I would go as far to say that the only thing that you guys really like about the spray and pray is that explosive effect, which I will admit is quite nice, but you can occasionally get it to appear on different weapons. This gun only uses 45 caliber ammo, which isn't cheap, and the fully upgraded submachine version is on par with a fully upgraded automatic pipe pistol or rifle in terms of damage and firing. And just to reiterate that for emphasis, the fully upgraded automatic pipe pistol or rifle deals the same amount of damage as the submachine gun. Assuming that you know that now, why on earth would you use the submachine gun? Ammo weighs twice as much and costs 3 times as much as 38 caliber. The only thing that you're going to be losing is a 100 bullet mag size, which isn't even going to matter once you've got quick eject magazines anyway. If there is one truly awful weapon in Fallout 4, it is the submachine gun. Alright guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this particular video. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, and you know, I did one of those things last time. I guess let's see if we can get to 800 likes again. If you like this video, leave a like. No big deal if we don't get 800 likes. I'll be here tomorrow or at some point. My uploading schedule is a little bit disjointed, but again guys, take care, and I'll see y'all next time.